What's good, family? My name is Clem de la Creme. Thank you for being here with me right now. So today is Tuesday, and I had my class yesterday on Ableton, and it was pretty cool. We went through and kind of broke down the differences between drum and bass and hip hop beats and house beats, and it's pretty much just differences where they have the kicks and the snares and the hi-hats and stuff. And then we were creating our own beats and try to make an example of all the different ones we've been looking at. So it was cool, and we pretty much, we used the keyboards and stuff and connected the MIDI like that, which, as I said last week, I wasn't able to do that, or I had issues connecting it somehow. So that was fun. And then there were 3 workshops in the afternoon, and I signed up for all of them because I'm here and I'm trying to take advantage of everything that I can. So the first workshop was on performance anxiety, and the woman giving the talk had spoke on many different things, but the one that stood out to me, or one of the ones that stood out to me a lot, was about putting yourself in the frame of mind that you're in when you're having that anxiety during a performance. So if it's like that heart racing, fast-paced, maybe out of breath feel, then she recommended, why don't you go and work out, go for a run and do something like that and try practicing under those conditions. And that was interesting to me, as well as like she was talking about tensing up your body and like releasing that and trying to work on that. So like just kind of like, I don't know, clenching and then tensing up everything, and like, because like your body starts getting that kind of, I don't want to say panic mode, but a little bit. And so it kind of puts you back in that feeling and that frame of reference. But one thing to look at is, when you're excited as well as when you're anxious, they're pretty similar feelings, and they're right there, on the same things. So it was cool. It was cool to check that out. And then there was another talk after that, and that workshop was on meditation. And so, I meditate regularly and been doing that for years. So it was just more like some time to be with a group of other people and thinking about mindfulness, and just having some moments to get like a few meditations in that day. And I've been staying up late and waking up early, so I was like really tired. So I'm gonna start with like a 1-minute meditation and like a 5-minute meditation, and like it kept getting longer. But I was pretty much, I think, asleep towards the end of each of those meditations. Like whenever they hit the medicine bell, the sound bell, bowl, medicine bowl, the sound bowl, singing bowl, they'd hit it, and I come out of it and I'm like, I actually don't know if I was meditating or sleeping. So no one said anything about me snoring, so that's a good sign. But I need to catch up on some sleep. And the workshop after that was supposed to be about finances, and I don't know about financial planning, but how to do better with some of that stuff. And it actually just turned into more of a talk about the woman giving the talk and telling her story a bit. And she is launching her company, and she's not using social media, which was interesting to me, because nowadays most people are talking about marketing like you have to have social media, you have to keep putting yourself out there and keep pushing this and that and blah, 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 blah. So to see somebody who was out there doing that without an Instagram account for their company, and they were still getting the interviews and the magazine stories and stuff about them, that was really cool to see. And to see just like their vulnerability with their own stuff. They'd be out there at a school talking to 200 high schoolers and talking to them about how you don't need to have social media, and how social media, kind of gets in the way of certain things. And then the kids were on her level and talking about, there's bullies, as well as everyone's trying to compete with each other, and people aren't feeling as connected to each other and stuff. And right after her talk, there was a guy giving a talk, and he was saying, what? If you want to have a real company and a real job, then you need to learn how to do your marketing and take care of all this and that. Send the woman, into her head for a moment, being like, well, do I have a real company? And like, she's like, of course, she's doing her thing, and she's doing it without needing to use social media to do it. And one of the things I took about, excuse me, one of the things that I took away from that was you need to kind of visualize the life that you want. You know, can you visualize your life and your business or your company, you know, your own story without social media? Can you do it without that? You know, because it can be used in many different ways, and it really is a tool. And like, how are you using it? You know, are you too busy comparing yourself to other people and getting stressed out about it? Are you like looking at what other people have and being like, well, I don't got that, and you know, and then feeling bad for yourself or angry at those other people? You know, because that doesn't serve anybody. It doesn't serve you. And the other ways you can be doing, you know, using social media is to be looking at other people and, you know, getting inspired and celebrating it, and like looking at that and be like, look, they're celebrating their life, you know, look at them with their vacations, or look at that person with their new successes, and like, you know, getting happy for each other, and like I said, celebrating each other. And you can also use it to learn a lot. You know, I follow people that inspire me, and people that teach me things, you know, people who have qualities that I want, and I get to use that to help me, you know, to be like, oh, look at that, look what they're doing, you know, I can do something like that, or just be excited for other people, you know, or you get new places to travel, you know, get new ideas of places to travel by looking at people's, you know, where other people travel. Yeah. So that was my day yesterday, and today I woke up and got to class, and I got there 2 minutes late, and I got one of the last seats. I wasn't the last person to show up, but I got one of the last seats, and it was not in a very good, I didn't have good visibility to see the mixing desk, and to see the board where the teacher was writing all their examples and explanations. And I was pretty tired because, like I said, I've been up late and up early, and so until we had our break, I was pretty tired because I didn't have a coffee yet. But once I was able to have a break, got a coffee, got a smoothie, and had a granola bar, and I was like back in it. And I had so much fun in class. We were just like learning about, you know, more stuff about some signal flow. We looked at a whole bunch of different gear and talked about, you know, why and what gear people buy and what they need, and like what are they used for. You know, certain ones being there because they look really good and like they do have good sound quality, but like people buy them because when people come into that studio and they see that equipment, they're like, okay, you know, as a professional, and like they're, you know, there's a reason why I'm paying this person to do the work for me. And you know, I saw the prices of a lot of these things, and I'm like, man, I want that now, because I want those, you know, those preamps for my recordings right now. But right now I don't have the funds, so I'm gonna be using the studios at the school, which just so y'all know, I've booked and used time over the past weekend. You know, Friday morning I was in there recording. Saturday I met with another friend, and we were like looking at a collaboration. We were recording again. We recorded a rough for another track we're working on. I have studio time booked on Friday. Tomorrow I've got a one-on-one with a teacher to have them, not one of my teachers, you know, it's another teacher, but I looked at the classes she teaches, and basically I think she'll be able to help give me better vision on a couple projects that I'm about to release. So to see the best ways to do that, you know, should I go through a label or do it on my own? You know, talking with agencies, stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to that, because like I said, it's not my teacher, so I don't really know her or what she's about. But she does teach business industry stuff, and she teaches I think like record deals and other things. So it should be cool. And yeah, so class was cool. Got to hang out and meet some more people from my classes, and afterwards went and met with a friend, because she was listening to the track I recorded on Friday, and she was interested in collaborating with me, because I was like, I heard it and I was like, oh, I heard her singing in class, and I was like, I think she'd be good on this track. Shout out to Lula. But she liked the track and she wants to work on it, so we are figuring out how to make it. So I gotta rearrange the instrumental to make space for her on the hook, for her to create a hook, really, because I have like my own hook, but it's not a singing hook, it's rapping. And then I went with one of the friends. We went and got new earrings, because this one's been gone since September, I think, maybe longer. And so I finally just got a new ball for the earring. and came back, cooked some vegan meals, and then I have another friend, and she brought me to go meet a bunch of other people. Thank you, Sam. And got some, just got some food, some smoothies, and just met more folks. But life continues to be good, and looking forward to the rest of this week. Like I said, tomorrow I got a 101. I've got my composition class, and I'm gonna, work on more projects right now. That's all I got. That's been my last couple days. So that's what's up. My name is Clem de la Creme. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And one other thing I've been wanting to just like let people know and share is, which in one of the talks they're talking about it, and it was like remembering your vision and like your why and your purpose. And my purpose is to help people feel and share love, to help inspire people to feel and share love. And that came to me in Hong Kong. I was on the water. I don't really know how to go hiking, so I just kind of looked for nature on a map and I walked to it. But for those of you who don't know now, I just found out about it in October. Or November. There's an app called All Trails, so that helps you find trails to hike. Anyways, I looked at a map, went to the waterfront, and it wasn't really a beach or anything like that. And so I was chilling there and just like writing in a book, and that's when I kind of like got hit with this wave of energy, and it was saying basically just that, like, you are here to help inspire people to feel and share love. And I don't remember how many years ago that was, but that was that's something that I knew, as part of my purpose. And I haven't shared that as much with people. I mean, people know certain things about me, but I haven't like openly said that, that aspect of it, because also part of the thing being, I was into hip hop and rap. Like I don't want to look like soft or whatever the fuck. And so I don't want to say avoiding it, but I haven't been, be like, yo, this is what I'm about. I'm not trying to hide or pretend that that's not what I'm about. I am about love. So recently I'm putting that out there more. So I'm sharing that with you. But I say, I'm Clem de la Creme. I look forward to seeing you next time. I love you. Peace.